Chapter 9, Bloodlines and Binding Spells. The morning after the mirror incident, Grimmauld Place didn't feel like a home anymore. It watched. Harry sensed it in the way the staircase shifted underfoot, how the doorknobs turned reluctantly, how even the portrait of Walburga stirred against its long-held silence, her eyes flickering open once during breakfast before Draco snarled a silencing charm at her. "She shouldn't be waking," he muttered. "I sealed her myself." "She's not waking," Harry said. "She's listening." Hermione arrived an hour later with a leather-bound book so old it smelled of ash and lemon. "The Binding of Blooded Places, Curses that Live in the Bones," she said, setting it down. "It's about ancestral homes enchanted by blood rituals, old magic that can anchor a house's loyalty to a bloodline. Or worse, a grudge." Draco's eyes narrowed. "You're saying the house itself remembers the Blacks? Their hatred? Their bigotry?" Hermione nodded grimly. "And it sees Teddy. And you. And your bond with Harry, as a threat to its identity." Harry exhaled. "It's trying to expel us." "Not just expel," she said quietly. "Corrupt. Twist. It's not alive, but it's conscious in its own way. When Sirius broke from his family, the house endured. But now?" She turned the book. "Now it's awakened." They gathered that night in the drawing room. Harry. Draco. Hermione. Ron. Even Andromeda, who arrived with her wand drawn and a bottle of fire whiskey she insisted was for when this nonsense ends. "I grew up with this house whispering poison in my ear," she said. "I'll be damned if it whispers to my grandson too." Teddy sat on the sofa between Harry and Draco, holding a stuffed niffler and blinking sleepily. "I don't want the house to be mean," he said, voice small. Draco leaned in and pressed a kiss to the boy's temple. "It won't be. We won't let it." Hermione stepped forward with a chalk circle drawn on the floor, her voice steady as she recited a binding ritual that would anchor new blood to the house, through love, not lineage. "A house can be claimed by blood," she said, "but it can also be reclaimed by bond." Harry stepped into the circle. Draco followed. Then Teddy. "Do you accept each other as bound?" Hermione asked, wand tip glowing. "Not by name, but by choice?" "Yes," Harry said. "Yes," Draco echoed. Teddy looked at them both and nodded solemnly. "Yes. You're my daddies." Magic surged. It wasn't loud. It wasn't violent. It was warm. The room shimmered briefly. The shadows drew back. Even Walburga's portrait fell quiet. The house sighed. Like something old and bitter had finally loosened its grip. Later, as they tucked Teddy in, Harry sat at the edge of the bed and whispered, "Do you feel better, kiddo?" Teddy nodded. "The house likes us now." It stopped growling. Harry smiled. "I think you helped it remember what family really means." From the doorway, Draco watched. When they stepped out, Harry turned to him. "You know," he said softly, "I used to think I had to be alone to protect people. That love made me weak." Draco's voice was just above a breath. "And now?" Harry looked at him for a long moment. "Now I think love is what makes me fight harder." Draco stepped closer. "And do you think we can call this love?" Harry reached for him. Fingers brushing fingers. Breath catching. "I think it already is." That night, as they fell asleep wrapped around each other in Sirius's old bed, made new with soft quilts and laughter echoing down the halls, the house dreamed again. Not of curses. Not of chains. But of light. And in the deepest corners of the cellar, where darkness once ruled, the mirror cracked a little more, this time not from anger, but from something it couldn't comprehend. Because love had claimed Grimmauld Place. And love, real love, could not be exorcised. End of chapter 9.